There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, D. Hey, check, Mike. Go, guys. 4 down, 4 down. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Check 31, check 31, check 24, check 24. Switch, switch, switch. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Go, line 20. Value 3.
They'll run here with Akers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Goff throwing complete here to Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Los Angeles.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Goff into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson over the middle. He's got Watkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Check 43. Check.
And it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 15. Check 50. Hands it up right there.
They run the counter. It's Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Chris Carson, the ball.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Slam.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good for another Seahawks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. A quick pass to Kupp. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Akers stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's coming. 25. He's crazy.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch the ship. He's coming. Double up. Go.
Here's Wilson to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Samson Abukum. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Play action. It's Wilson. Going deep here for Landry. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game. And could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run the counter. It's Carson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
14, 14. Safety scraping. Check nine. Hey, alert.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Alert. Twitch. Watch the twitch. 36. 20.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The handoff to Chris Carson. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Complete.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The handoff to
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
6-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Goff, complete. Jefferson the target. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. On the ground, it's Akers. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it's third down.
Throwing on third, Goff. They got a man, it's Woods. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Akers. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ben Braunecker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On first down, Wilson going deep here for Watkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Ain't no such thing.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Play with the score Rams 6, Seahawks 3.
They run again with Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. From the gun, Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The first running back drafted in April. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. Third and long coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Seahawks' 46-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Pass complete to Van Jefferson. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Good. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. And
here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got him. Kill. Look.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. It's a foot race. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Carson. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Rams.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And 3.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him.
Today's final score.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.